Hello, everyone. Today is Monday, February 21st, 2022. Kenya-Tanzania trade marches towards $1 billion. This article is taken from the East African. Kenya-Tanzania bilateral trade hit $905.5 million for January to November 2021, according to the Central Bank of Kenya. Kenya's imports from Tanzania stood at 501 million and exports at 403.9 million. The bilateral talks between Kenya and Tanzania, initiated by the two leaders, have been the catalyst behind the improved trade figures across the border, said Kevin Desai, Kenya's principal secretary in the Ministry of EAC and Regional Development, citing the talks in May 2021 between President Samia Suluhu and her Kenyan counterpart, President Uhuru Kenyatta. Tanzania's major exports to Kenya include cereals, wood, and vegetables, and Kenya's exports to Tanzania include soap, coated flat rolled iron, and packaged medicaments. A meeting held by the East African Business Council and stakeholders at both the Namanga and the Holili, Kenya-Tanzania border posts last week revealed that Tanzania's exports to Kenya have been increasing since last year, with the trade balance in favor of Tanzania. Tanzania's main export destinations in the EAC during the year were Kenya at 230.2 million, Rwanda 208 million, Uganda 191.3 million, and Burundi at $179 million. The private sector attributed the increased trade across the Kenya-Tanzania border to improved clearance of trucks by customs authorities of the two governments. So it shows that customs has a lot to do with the ease of trade and the augmentation of trade. So this shows that when the African Continental Free Trade Area takes hold, where all African nations, sub-Saharan African in particular, are able to trade with each other without any barriers, how it means that trade between African nations will rise exponentially. The Taveta Holili one-stop border post cleared 33,000 cargo trucks in 2021, a 73% increase from 19,000 in 2020, said John Kalisa, Chief Executive of EABC. The Kenya Revenue Authority Station Manager at Namanga, Joseph Moiwaidwa, said the border clears about 250 trucks daily, most of them from Tanzania into Kenya. The use of modern scanners and equipment at both Namanga and Holili border posts has also contributed to the increase of trade volumes across the border. The implementation of Single Customs Territory (SCT) framework has enhanced interconnectivity of customs systems, leading to maximized efficiency in customs administrations and other agencies, said Kalisa. Other achievements are remarkable transmission of data at the border and use of modernized border facility operating under the integrated border management concept with ICT system in place. Despite the improvement and increase of trade between Kenya and Tanzania, there is still an increase in the number of NTBs, which are non-trade barriers, non-tariff, barriers, which could be just red tape, just anything that makes the system bottleneck or causes a delay in the system. It could be any technicality, a law or whatever the case may be. Just a regulation that one country has, maybe the other country doesn't have. But this shows the potential of the African free trade area. And as I always say, whenever you see success on the continent, and I really recommend this to all heads of state in Africa, you need to duplicate it. You need to pick the brains of the masters on the continent. And there are masters throughout Africa. If you want to learn how to provide peace and security for an area, which is extremely important. I think it's the most important thing at the moment. Pick the brain, of Paul Kagame of Rwanda. Give him a call and pick his brain until you figure out how to do it yourself. If you want to establish banking policies for the everyday citizen that doesn't actually have a bank account, talk to the Somalis. They're experts at this, and you have different people. The Nigerians are great at certain things, etc. And so in this case, you have cross-border trade between two neighbors that is approaching $1 billion. So this can be duplicated throughout the African continent. And so we should take our hats off to Uhuru and the president of Tanzania. I want to say Samia, but I want to get it right just to make sure. Samia Suluhu. Samia, I think, is what she goes by.